Hey, man, thank you guys for watching the content, watching all of the interviews. Make sure you like, subscribe, and also leave a comment, man. Vibin with Veto. Just take 1 second out your day and leave a comment, like, or subscribe. Let's get back to the interview. Okay, we live in the crib, Vibin with Veto. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment on the YouTube at Vibin with Veto. Also follow us on the Instagram at Vibin with Veto. You already know the slogan. We vibrating higher. And today I got a legend in the building, bro. Like, I really appreciate you for stopping by.
Much love, Vito, man. I'm proud of you and what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Please, like I was telling you off camera, keep going, keep going. That's the key to anything you want to, accomplish, man. Just keep going. Don't give up. And I can tell, your platform has a purpose with it. So I salute you for that.
Man, I appreciate it. I appreciate it, man. Like, everybody that sits on the couch, I have a question, $1 million question. How big would you dream if you knew you couldn't fail?
I would definitely dream bigger than I do now, but I can't say it would be that much bigger because I'll be having some extravagant dreams.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? And the blessing in it is some of the stuff that has come to be reality is stuff that I manifested and I dreamed and I envisioned. Even though at the time of envisioning it, I don't know if I knew the path.
Okay.
But I'm just like, there's the things. Like, I remember saying, I want to be a DJ.
Facts.
I remember saying, I want to be the biggest DJ in Atlanta. Remember saying, I want to be one of the biggest DJs in America.
Right.
Remember saying, I want to go on tour. I want to get a record deal. I want to get nominated for a BET award. Like all of this type of stuff. And then when it starts to like manifest itself, it's like, man, I should have just skipped all that and just dreamed of getting $1 billion. You know what I'm saying?
right.
I should have just skipped all the steps to. Right. But you can't skip the steps. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
The steps is what builds the character and builds the story and the legacy. So I definitely, yes, would dream bigger, but I can't say that much bigger because, like I said, I'll be having some extravagant dreams.
That's dope. So let's take it back, man. Like, we were talking about dreams, we're talking about journey and stuff like that. Where did this all begin? When you said, like, when you really locked in your mind, you were like, man, I really want to I want to take this DJing super serious.
Man, I always had a love for just hip hop music and hip hop culture since forever, my life. And I think that coming up, the Atlanta in the early 90s, when I was a kid, wasn't one where if you said you wanted to be a rapper, someone would take you serious. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
We had, booty shaped music and stuff like that.
Yeah.
If you say you want to be a rapper, people looking at you like, you talking about like Snoop Dogg, like be a rapper for real? Like,
damn,
really?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So somewhere in my mind, in my head, I just know the first time I saw a set of turntables, it was just a feeling. It was almost surreal. Like, I've been there before. You know what I'm saying? It's one of those things where I always loved music, and I was like, well, how can I involve myself with music without trying to be a rapper? Didn't have really the patience to be a producer at the time. Right. So I literally scraped up some coins and went after DJing and idolized the DJs on the TV screen and on the radio locally and just went hard after it. Didn't take no for an answer. Didn't know the path. Didn't have a teacher. Any of that. You know what I'm saying? What it taught me along the process and the journey, and when I talk to like kids and youth or anybody for that matter, is you might not have your passion figured out at 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 years old.
Thanks.
Sometimes you hear about them football players that they knew at 3 years old. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I knew at 8 years old. You know what I'm saying? Like, this feel right. You know what I'm saying? This feels good. I got the ability to change people's moods, make people happy. We got to the crunk era. I got the ability to make people fight if I want to go home. You know
right.
Like, it's just a powerful thing to DJ, man. And for me, it was just wanting to do my part for the city of Atlanta, represent Atlanta, you know what I'm saying, and give people an outlet to get their music heard and, represent honesty, represent character with people. And it just kind of just evolved from there.
Dang, that's crazy. Like, you said one thing that, like, I never really thought about. Like, you said you have the ability to change people's moods. Like, that's crazy to have that much control over, like, you know what I mean? Like, over a person. Like, so DJs, like, we got to give y'all flowers, like, the utmost, because a lot of times people just look at it like, oh, they're just playing music. Nah, you're setting the tone of, like, the whole night. Like, you know what I mean?
You know what? I have ignored it, but I try not to ignore as a DJ. It's a little different when I go DJ because my situation's a little different.
Right.
But I try not to ignore the requests. That birthday girl or that girl that came out the party, if she want to hear this song, I try not to fully like ignore that. I know it gets annoying sometimes. It's like, play number 5 off Monica new CD. I'm like, what?
Right.
I try not to ignore it because music is therapeutic. You know what I'm saying? And I have music that I go to on days when I might be going through something. You know what I'm saying? I have particular songs that I know can get me out of any mood into a mood. Period. You know what I'm saying? So, man, it's like the power of, first off, music is spiritual.
Facts.
We dating it back. I'm African, but we dating it back to Africa. The drums, the 808 that's in Southern music. I think when people wonder why Southern music had this long reign, it's crazy and all these shit, man, the 808 is different. 808 does something to you. Think about you just being there and sitting here and we chilling. And right now, if we had a speaker in here, boom, we just jump up.
Facts.
It just it's just an energy. It's just a vibe. It just raise your vibe. I just heard that 808. You know what I'm saying? It just does something for you. So I don't take that lightly. I didn't understand it my whole journey, but now I really understand it. And it created a situation where, I can also change moods for the worse. So when people ask me, why can't you be, maybe involved with certain music or certain, not to knock anybody, certain vibes, it's like, well, man, like, that music, I used to always want to say for the longest, I fought this for so many years. No, man, music don't influence people, man. No, people are going to do that. They're going to do that anyway. That's bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like, our music has an influence. I believe in people telling their story. So if you come from that, tell your story. But the people that's kind of treading lightly, just kind of making fun of, let's just make fun of spinning the block and shooting up the kids in the mama's house because it sounds good.
Nah.
I ain't with that.
Facts. Damn. So like when you said, like, again, you said like music, I think you said basically like you take that super serious with like the 808s and stuff like that. Like
serious.
Did you have to study that? Like, was that something that you had to study before you, like, you know what I mean? Before, like, the elements of music, like, because you said it goes back to like your heritage and stuff like that too as well.
People used to say, that's my partner forever, Fat Raj.
What up, Raj?
Since day one of my turntables, he knows.
Sure.
But people used to always commend me on how well I would rock parties.
Right.
But he knows, and other people know, when I go to these parties, it's science. It's not by luck. I know what I'm doing. I know where I know I want your mood right here. I know what songs gonna do that. I know when it's time to drop that Boosie. I know when it's time to drop that Jeezy. I know when it's time to swag surf. I know when it's time to drop that slow song. So my homie right there can maybe, work his move later on. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Like it wasn't by, it was kind of by design. So when I started to think about that more and just traveling, I'm like, oh man, but I am guilty. Like, I'm guilty of the crunk error. I want to go home. I'm going to play Knuck If You Buck
Facts.
3 times.
Facts.
3 6 Mafia. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
But yeah, when I started to understand, I think the thing is, bro, like even with rap artists, right? I think when they just rapping, they might not understand their power. You think about how many rappers honestly be broke and they manifest their life. Bust down rollie on my wrist, blah, 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 blah. They manifest that, right? And I think there is a moment in your solitude and your silence when you think, even as an artist or a creator or a producer, whatever.
Right.
Man, I this is what I said.
I
made this appear.
Wow.
So my thing now is, with the power and the influence I have, I always want people to tell their story. If you come from the hood and the story of your hood encompasses whatever encompasses, please be true to your story.
Facts.
That's important to me. But for me, in our city, and when I see what's going on, and there's always been the streets. You can't avoid the streets. It's going to be the streets everywhere. But it has elevated to a level of foolishness to where it's like, all right, we taking this city and what we got a little bit for granted.
What up, man? It's the kid Vito, Vibin With Veto. I want to give a big shout out to this brand based out of Chicago. It's called Love Life, man. Love Life was built off of stress, pain, and now we turning it into purpose. You feel what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all for sending this to me, man. Y'all make sure y'all tap in with them and good guys, man, and tell them to send y'all some merch, man. Y'all already know, man. It's Kid Vito. Appreciate y'all.
Atlanta is still some player shit.
Facts.
We want to come here, kick it, do what we do.
Absolutely.
Yes, you got hustlers, you got different walks of life. For the most part, there's some player shit.
Facts.
And I salute that and pay homage to it because one of our biggest first projects was Southern playalistic Cadillac music.
Okay.
It sets the precedent for what Atlanta is.
Facts.
Freaknik and all that. Everybody coming here to kick it, meet females, have a good time, start up your black business, get you some money, you know what I'm saying? The streets will be the streets, but it's isolated to where it is. Now it's leaking everywhere. The streets is a bucket, the streets is everywhere.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So for me, my goal is just to sprinkle as much as I can some positivity, reality as well. I don't want to be so positive that
you're kind of like not
connected to reality.
Yeah, facts.
Everybody's just gonna hold hands and be perfect.
Right.
I ain't even like that. I'm still a work in progress, right?
Facts.
But sprinkle that positivity out there and use my influence for people to just use their minds and say, "Oh man, I never thought about it that way."
Facts.
That's my whole thing right now. If you finna go do a crime or a severity, and you sit there and you think about it for a day or two, and you still want to do that crime, that's what you want. But we're seeing too many situations where people don't know how to resolve conflict, where it's like, I'm sure after that crime on the way to the jail, if they would have had a minute or two or hour or something to
really
think about it, it probably wouldn't have went that way.
Facts.
Now, we up against something. Everybody got their pistol on their hip. So you really don't have time to think about it. It's like in the moment where I know it's the Wild Wild West. I know you got yours on you.
Facts.
You got mine on mine.
Facts.
Shh, better
Facts.
you than me. We get it. Back in the day, you had to take that walk to the trunk.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Facts.
So that walk to the trunk, by the time I've seen this in clubs because I'm a DJ.
Right.
Man, I hope he don't come back. He don't come back. Ooh, damn.
right.
You know what I'm saying? But if he come back, that means
he's for real.
Yeah.
He's really about to do it.
What I'm saying? So I say that just as an example to use of anything that anything that you're gonna do. If you put some consciousness to it and you think about it, a lot of times your mind will change. Your mind changes how many times in a day?
Like seconds.
You know what I'm
seconds.
saying?
You can be thinking about something and it's literally like I want to do this a little bit different.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Facts.
And a lot of our young brothers aren't having that opportunity because it's a moment. And that moment we've all been in physical fights. And in that moment, the adrenaline, you don't hear nothing, you don't see nothing, you just know that's the opposition. I'm the opposition, and it's survive or don't survive. We get it. But that should not happen over a blunt.
Facts. Or stepping on the shoes.
Or stepping on the shoe.
Or a bump in the club.
See what I'm saying?
Facts.
Different if we talking about robbing and rape. That's a whole nother different conversation that I'm not here to. But it's too many. I'm like, what was that really about? What really was about? It's ego.
Damn.
I'm like, both of them brothers lost their lives over ego.
Over ego.
So that's what we got to think about, and especially in this beautiful city of Atlanta, because players generally fight it out, get into what they get into, have their problems, and then either agree to disagree, go their way. But players want to live.
Facts.
That's the first thing I feel like with a player, man. You just want to live, man.
Facts.
I don't want to be in anybody's way. I ain't hating on nobody. I just want to live my life.
Facts.
I don't want to get involved in messing with your life.
Facts.
But
Yeah, facts. You said a lot right there, and that was dope. I got a saying, like a slogan that I always say: purpose over popularity. Right. When I say that, how can you put that in your own words?
Man, really, the first thing is always faith in God over everything, but it's easy to say as well, purpose over everything. If you don't have a purpose, like I ask people when I'm consulting, why are you rapping? Shit, bro, I'm just trying to turn up. Now, I ain't here to make fun of you for that answer because that's the best you know how to answer it.
Facts.
I can respect somebody saying, man, I'm trying to put my neighborhood on the map and let everybody know my neighborhood going through the same thing that these neighborhoods going through everywhere. I can respect that. I'm trying to get some money for my family, my kids, my people, and trying to get them out of bad situations. These are all purpose-driven situations Well, you see those artists generally are successful and last a long time because their purpose is positive. Their purpose is to move forward.
Facts.
When the purpose is to crash out, me just believing in universal law, how can this end good? You basically, I am rapping because I don't even know.
Right. Right.
Because it's up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I just want people to think it's not that making fun of nobody or nothing like that. Because trust me, I get it. I understand. I've talked to enough youth to where it's like, believe it or not, I understand where you're coming from. Even if I don't agree, I understand where you're coming from. I've been to talk to kids that say, bro, do you know what it is? Ain't nobody ever told me they love me. I'm thinking like, well, hold on, bro. You like 14 years. What you mean? Bro, ain't nobody ever told me they love me. I'm like, oh, that's deep.
That's deep, bro.
I was loved from, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
regardless.
facts,
Like,
facts.
I know people from the ghetto, like, love. But what if you never really had that love? Love cures, love heals. You know what I'm saying? And it's a necessity, I think, to be mentally healthy, spiritually healthy, emotionally healthy, and stuff like that. So what I'm getting at is, even in that space of not being loved or feeling love, if your purpose is to express that, then it'll heal.
Wow.
Man, this is why I rap like this, and I want to seep out everybody and rob, and I don't feel like don't nobody love me. Put that in that record so we can understand what's going on. Put it all in the record. Don't put parts of, put it all, put your whole story and everything in that record, good or bad. I'm going to give you a case in point. As crazy as people say he is or was, Eminem put it all in the records.
Facts.
DMX put it all in the records.
DMX, definitely.
Tupac put it all in the records. The good and the bad. Today I'm crying. Today I'm sad. Tomorrow I'm a player. Next day I'm a gangster. And then the day after that I'm sad because I just lost my homie. You know what I'm saying? Put all that in that record. This is the expression. That's the purpose, I feel like, with music. And anything that you're doing, purpose doesn't even have to just be attached to music. It can be attached to your podcast. It can be attached to your clothing brand. It can be attached to your food. You know what I'm saying? Like, purpose can be attached to anything. So please have a purpose and a reason for doing why you do what you do, and it's going to go further.
Dang. Wow. That was dope.
Truth, man.
Facts,
truth.
bro.
Trust me.
Facts. Let's switch gears a little bit too as well. So Hood Rich, right? How was that formed? Who are the masterminds behind this? Because like you guys had a legendary run and still are going.
Right.
You know what I mean? And you had you created proteges too underneath you that have their own careers, you know, from the DJ Spins,
Brother.
Tank. You know what I mean? You get what I'm saying? Like so let's take it back to Hood Rich.
Honestly, shouts to my brother Hood Rich Rip.
That's my boy. Shout out to Rip. That's my dog. That's my dog.
Always, man. I was DJing. I left Tuskegee. I came back to Atlanta, and I was just DJing. You know what I'm saying? And everybody, like I said, was just saluting me for being a dope DJ. One day, him, his brother Lil Rippy, I think it was Wallow, rest in peace, Wallow the shot caller.
Yeah, Wallow, dang.
I think it was
rest in peace, Wallow.
Too.
Wow.
These massively large parties
Facts.
at the Atrium on the east side.
Okay.
And I used to DJ him. You know what I'm saying? I caught a gig before I linked up with the homies DJing for Montel Jordan and touring. So that kind of got back to the hood. Like, man, bro been on tour. Like, he doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I remember just basically it was like, Rip was like, man, I got this movement, man, Hood Rich, man. It's like a label. And I need help. You know what I'm saying? And I we've always been saluting each other since high school, since Cedar Grove High School. And I remember us going to, I think it was Roasters, just having that lunch and just sitting down and just kind of mapping it out and putting marketing ideas with each other.
Facts.
Me and Rip was together every day, running around trying to figure it out. At the time, I still had a job. He'll drop me off and be like, fuck that job. And we would just be talking and building. And it started with shouts to Kickstand, you know what I'm saying? Hood Rich Kick.
Dang, you saying names, bro. Like Kickstand, he had didn't he have the CDs and all of that?
The whole purpose was really to push like his rap career. That was the artist for Hood Rich.
Okay.
And what honestly happened, and I didn't really want it to happen this way because I still at the time, value my privacy. I wanted to blow up, but I wanted to quietly blow up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
But it's the CDs started connecting. Like the
Bro.
mix CDs started really connecting. We doing Trillville, Trilltown, shouts to Don P. We doing rest in peace Young Capone. I call him Young Capone. You know what I'm saying? Doing all these mixtapes, and it's really starting to spread. And I'm starting to get calls from out of town, from people in the man. I just saw your CD at the gas station. I'm like, how? The bootleggers are spreading it.
Bruh.
So now we know we got something. So we're still pushing like Kickstand, but obviously DJ Scream becomes like an artist, like a household name in Atlanta.
Facts.
My CD's in every car.
Facts.
We grinding, we go on tour, you know what I'm saying? We go on tour with Crime Mob, go on tour with D4L, we grinding, we trying to figure it out. Me and my brother Rip just linking up every day trying to figure it out. And I would say a moment where we kind of like knew we had a bigger opportunity was when we joined the marketing team for the D4L album. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God.
So if you open that D4 album, you see our name in there. You see our name in
Thanks.
Shawty Lo, Units of the City, and we were part of the marketing ideas. We're basically taking the same marketing tactics we were using in the streets for mixtapes and applying it to
D4L.
this commercially released album. You know what I mean?
Dope.
And one thing obviously led to another, to more mixtapes, to Shawty Lo, you know, our legacy and so forth. So that's the seed planted for Hoodrich, and I want to be very clear. There's a lot of people, which I'm not going to sit here and name right now because we're not going to do that.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that had a big say and big part in helping us to get from point A to point B to point C and so forth. You dig what I'm saying?
Dope.
So our thing was just to really, we were a platform before we knew the word, using the word platform. You
Facts.
know what I'm saying? Like we just want to help people get their music heard, bro. We would drive by so definitely, man. We want that billboard one day. You know what I'm saying? Like, we want a skyscraper, we want a record label. You know what I'm saying? We that's why I say we have extravagant dreams.
Yeah,
like,
facts, bro.
We dreaming big. Like, we can be the next people out of Atlanta to help people keep this shit going. Because at the time it's going. You know what I'm saying? At the time it's going, but it's like for us, like, we want to keep this going. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like we did a very good job of helping to keep the legacy of Atlanta going and never making it so much about just ourselves, but making it about the artists and the people and serving them. You know what I mean?
Wow. Damn, bro. That's crazy, bro. Hey, I just want to say thank you, bro. Like, and give you your flowers. You feel what I'm saying? Because, like, bro, like, to have you here, to have you tell your story. You know, we always talk and stuff when we see each other and stuff, but just even to know you, you know what I mean? It's an honor because, bro, everything that you have done for the game, for the city, you know what I'm saying? Like, people can't just sit by DJ Scream, bro. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like,
I don't pop out for everybody.
Like, you get what I'm saying? People can't do that. So, like, I want to say thank you, bro, for coming on my show.
And again, not to even cut you, but, like, from afar, see, this is manifested. I'm like, man, I don't sit down and do a lot of podcasts and all that. I'm not a talker. I got my own podcast to talk, right?
Facts.
But I was like, one day I'm gonna sit down with bro. I like this because the conversation is it promotes progress. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And we gotta promote progress. Let's not be 50 years old and you never progress.
Facts.
And you look back and now the depression starts to sink in because you've never tried to progress.
Wow.
And us as black people, let's keep it real. Sometimes progress is associated with, oh, that's selling out. Oh, you're not keeping it real. Oh, you this and that. Let's not be afraid of success and progress.
Can we talk about that too?
We can absolutely. I got a whole gospel for it, man. Listen, I got love for every hood in Atlanta, been through them, chilled in them, so far, and all that. When you see me now there, it is to help the kids.
Facts.
It is not to hang out.
Facts.
I got my own kid.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? My own family.
Facts.
I don't have to go to this place and blah, 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 blah.
Facts.
Got love for all of it.
Right.
But I have progressed. I'm
right.
okay with that.
Right.
You don't go to the... Man, I did that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I used to tear this club or that club
facts.
or this strip club.
Facts.
I did that. You
Damn.
know what I'm saying? Like, now when I go, I'm trying to help.
You're trying to help.
Situation so that can be better.
Right.
That's my purpose. So, don't run from success, man. Don't run from... You know, I hated that. Let me tell you what usually happens. Rapper is in hood. Rapper has support from hood. Rapper is talented. Rapper makes hit record. Rapper gets acknowledgement and calls from record labels and fans. Rapper starts to make money. Rapper starts to elevate, right? All right. Rapper, all of a sudden, you can't come to the hood. damn, you didn't even give me a chance to get a few dollars to come and help. Why? Oh, you ain't keeping it real. Well, that's crazy. Like, I can understand if somebody really violated their hood, and I understand the mindset of, it seems like you used our hood as a platform to get to the next level, and you're not paying homage to the hood. Mm-hmm. Trust me, I always say I get it. But instead of that conversation, maybe attempt to have the conversation of, I know you can't come and just sit in this hood. We see what happens when that happens. That don't end good, right? But now that we've helped to push you up, at least create the opportunity for me to, whatever, rap, produce, if I'm cutting hair,
right.
Create the opportunity to uplift your hood. Every rapper does that for their hood. Every hood respects the fact that they may be bigger, they may make more money, that's their life and their journey. Mm-hmm. Now all our hoods in a better place. You understand what I'm saying? So I hate the narrative of, the hood politics.
Right.
That sometimes is warranted because people feel used, but sometimes it just feel like just jealousy and hate.
Right.
Man, go be the biggest rapper, artist, whatever you're supposed to be. Why don't that happen for actors and actresses? Crazy. Man, you can't come back to the hood. I'm in Hollywood.
Yeah, they not trying to come back.
Right.
But that's crazy though, bro.
It's
like
a narrative that we gotta work on our narratives and our beliefs. We were taught wrong.
Facts.
Me too.
Facts.
I used to be the same way. Like,
facts.
Before that, you don't pay homage to the hood. And I'm thinking like, shit. I don't even do nothing.
Right.
Good. I be in the house DJ. I'm not in the hood.
Right.
I happen to live here right now, but I ain't. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, we gotta change something.
But how do we? So let's stay right there. How do we change the narrative, right? Because we were taught this for years.
Accountability.
Okay.
Accountability, man.
Let's say that again. Accountability
is so many things. Accountability is the moment when I realize, as a man, there's some things I'm not doing right. Mm-hmm. Like before I met my wife and got married, I was like, there's some things I got to do better if I want a family and be married and to be the best husband. I have to be real with myself and who I am. You know what I'm saying? There's some things I got to do different. I didn't sign up and raise my hand. Make me a leader. I'm a leader. People look up to me. People call me for advice. I'm a leader.
Thanks.
Man, I got to lead by example. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be, I'm not perfect. So I want you to look at me, and if you see me not being perfect, that's because I'm human. I'm not perfect. But I can't use that as an excuse not to tell this young brother or this young sister or this king or this queen this, that, and the third. I got to take accountability. I take accountability for, man, I was a part of a lot of mixtapes that stirred up a lot of shit in my city.
Facts.
Let me take accountability for it. Did I do it purposely? No, I'm just trying to get some money to, again, help my homies so that we can feed ourselves and our families. But when I look at it, I'm like, man, I wasn't listening to these lyrics back then. I was running through the mixtape so fast that it was more about the sound and the 808 and the vibe. I know that this sounds really good. Well, I go back to some of these lyrics. I'm like, oh boy. Right. Now, would I do it all over again the same way? Absolutely, because it's part of my story and my journey.
Right.
But let's take accountability for, let's take accountability throughout life as men and women for where we may have fell short or may not be in the right mindset or may not have the right thoughts. Facts. That's just real.
Facts. Damn. Wow. So let's switch gears again. So you said earlier, Shawty Lo, right? You mentioned Shawty Lo. Can we talk about the relationship with you and Shawty Lo and like the legacy? Because I feel like that right there was like when I really, me personally, I started paying attention like hell. Like I'm like, bro, Shawty Lo, DJ Scream. Then I go back to listen to all of the other mixtapes, and then you just blew up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Which again, bro, thank you for being here. But
thank you for having me.
Let's talk about the legacy, and like that was of course your brother. Let's talk about like that relationship and stuff like that too as well.
Man, 2610 Bankhead was such a special place. Every time just walking in that studio, shouts to all the homies again. I don't want to leave anybody else.
It's a lot of people.
All the homies, the 2610 crew. And it was a special. There's a lot of hits made over there. The energy over there is unmatched. And as far as Shawty Lo, man, I think that the token of our loyalty is the fact that he believed in Scream and Rip and Hood Rich as much as we believed in him. Everybody didn't believe in him. You got to think about it. He's not a natural. He
wasn't a rapper. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Facts.
But for me, I was like, bro, Lo, take your time, bro. whatever. Like, take your time. Yeah, I don't like to just do a whole bunch of, bro, take your time. Cook it up however you want to cook it up. But these folks want it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So we would support that. We were like, all right, we got 3 songs. We got a long way to go for this mixtape. We do want them to speed it up a little bit, but work at your own pace. It started to come together. And I think the most impressive thing is that every song was getting better, especially by the time we got to that second mixtape, that Foolish, that Dun Dun, that They Know. It's like he was getting better.
That was a run. That was a run.
He was putting his story into the music, which I respected. It had a purpose behind it. I know Lo wanted to help everybody on Bankhead if he could.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
That's him. That's him. Bankhead is him.
That's him. So that is a token to the day he went up there and won a BET award for, I guess, new hip hop. I forget what the award was. And I looked at it and I was like, nah, I've had my ins and outs for rappers. He's probably not going to say anything about us. He made sure he took them shit. I'm shouting out D4L. I'm shouting out Hood Rich. I was like, we out of here.
Facts.
We gone.
Facts.
My man.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's all I ever kind of really wanted from artists. I'm like, yo, bro, let people know what's up. I do the rest. I ain't in nobody's pocket, nothing like that. Like, let people know who helped. It's you.
Facts.
So let people know who helped. I'll go hustle. We'll figure out the rest.
Facts.
So that's where our loyalty lies, man. And we always kept in touch. Even when he was signed to 50, I was signed to Ross. I made it clear. Man, Lo pulling up.
Yeah,
you got a G-Unit chain on. You know what it is. That's my man's. It wasn't never no funny stuff. And man, listen, he left his legacy. He connected so many people together.
Absolutely.
So many positive memories, and I'm just happy for that. And I know he's smiling down, and I wish he could do Big Facts.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Damn, bro.
I wish Shawty Lo could do Big Facts.
Imagine Shawty Lo on Big Facts.
Can you imagine Shawty Lo on Big Facts?
Imagine Shawty Lo like in 2024 though. You know what I mean? With like how the industry is going right now. You get what I'm saying?
Probably got his own podcast.
You feel me? Imagine that.
You know what I'm saying?
That would be legendary.
The West Side Story or some shit.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Bro, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah.
With the world on your shoulders, right? Success at the palm of your hands. How do you respond when adversity knocks at your door?
I'm gonna be transparent with you, bro. I'm still trying to figure that out. I got a long history of outside of this shit that I'm just now starting to speak of. This comes with anxiety and all that type of stuff that I'm not even, going through therapy, trying to understand how to manage. Lost my parents at 19, so I became a man at 19 in the middle of college. Still trying to, chase my career as a DJ as well. I don't think I had time to really sit and mourn that situation, at least not then. I'm just on go. I ain't got nothing to fall back on. It's on me, it's on me, it's on me, it's on me, it's on me. So I'm just on go from college to DJing to touring to more touring to, businesses to record deal to signing record deal to TV to this. And honestly, did not take time for a long time to do anything for myself.
Right. Wow.
I'm just service of other people. And it caught up with me at a particular point. So now, one thing I never was a stranger to and I always did was pray. So that wasn't never a thing. Even in the surviving all of that, even in surviving, like this is not normal for certain people, but being in a nightclub and seeing 2 people shooting at each other and knowing that those bullets could go anywhere. Like this is all traumatic stuff that I've honestly recently just started to just deal with. You know what I'm saying? So prayer first. An amazing family base that supports me, an amazing wife, you know what I'm saying, amazing friends, amazing people, you know what I'm saying, your rips and Bank is a big motivator for me. We motivate each other, you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying, and a lot of my homies, man, the Remos and the Dukes and partner Raj from day one, like just some real good support. Whereas just for me, if I can make someone else's journey easier, I will. I did do a very good job, and probably still do, of making it look easy. People said to me, like, you ain't got no problems, man. Everything seems perfect for you. Everything seems perfect on my Instagram.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
And I'm not complaining.
Yeah, facts.
I'm blessed. But it seems perfect on a lot of people's Instagrams. We can doctor that up. There's a lot of edits on that Instagram. We can make it perfect. We can have everything we want, every material item, everything's perfect. The house is perfect. There's no arguments. It's perfect on Instagram. Right. So when I dive into why I started to do the Monday motivation, I wake up every Monday. If I see rain coming on a Monday morning, I might do it that Sunday evening. Mm-hmm. And I do a Monday motivation on my Instagram, and it started for me. So I go back and watch it mid-Monday, late Monday, and I'm talking to myself, really. It just so happened that a lot of other people started to take heed to it, like, man, I need it, man. Like, it gets my week started the right way. Facts. Monday is just a day, right? Mm-hmm. But the reality is Monday morning is the start of your week. Is when you say, all right, this week I gotta. Generally on Sundays, some people do work, but most of us chill. You know what I'm saying? So this week I gotta. So Monday motivation is just like, all right, while you're chasing your dreams and your aspirations this week, let's not forget about prayer. Let's not forget about self-love.
Thanks.
Let's not forget about, thinking about certain things that can help you progress as not only whatever you're doing in your career, but as a man or woman. You dig what I'm saying? So that Monday motivation is something that is growing, it's becoming a community. And then I get people that DM me with personal issues. Hey, I don't want to take too much of your time, man, but this is what I'm going through. How you think I should handle it? I've had all types of stuff, domestic stuff, street stuff, all that type of stuff. And again, I always tell people, I'm not here to preach to you. I tell you what to do. But what you can do is take a moment just to think about it. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever that may be. And, that just works out. So to answer the question, in the face of adversity, like you can't, that adversity and the stuff you go through builds the foundation for who you are.
Wow.
I don't take back nothing. The darkest times, the brokest times, the anything, that all created a situation for me to have gratitude for the blessings.
Absolutely.
You dig what I'm saying?
Facts.
And that's real important. So I would say to anybody, pray first. Evaluate your circle. If you are going through adversity and that circle can't help lift you up and help you pull you through that might not be the right circle. You know what I'm saying? You might be robbing yourself of other people that can be a support system in times of adversity, as you say. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Dang. Let me ask you a personal question. Do you feel like, okay, is it hard to be DJ Scream with all of because I know you're pulled in different directions. Is it hard to sometimes be yourself? You know what I'm saying? Because you got a lot of things on your plate. And I know I listened to a couple of millionaires. They were like, man, don't complain about, they said something like, don't complain about, your table being full when you prayed to be at that table or something like that.
Yeah. I don't complain, man. Man, I got homies behind the wall and probably ain't coming out. We got homies not here no more.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? I got homies fighting situations, whatever that may be.
Right.
Nah, I don't complain, and I can't say it's hard. I think that the difficult part is, making sure that prioritizing DJ Scream. Now that can be difficult.
Wow.
Because it's like, all right, I've literally probably sacrificed my progression in sometimes, and that's just my heart. When you speak about I would always tell Spin, Swamp, all them I want y'all to be 100 times bigger than me, please. Because again, I'm going back to the story. I didn't sign up. I wanted to get big, but I wanted to get big in a very quiet way. I'm still working to that point where it's kind of I don't want people to know my name and that I'm dope and I'm a part of this culture and what I can do. I'm thankful that I just stopped at the gas station now and somebody recognized, yo, salute to your pie, everything you did. I'm thankful for all of that. But of course, you want times where there's frustrated times. I'm out with my wife trying to eat and the server is like, yo, what's up with my mixtape, bro? I'm with my wife, bro. Trying to have a moment.
Right. Facts.
Deal with that later. You know
Facts.
So you trade that as I don't consider myself like this mega celebrity, but obviously people know who I am. And you have to trade that and you have to create a balance. So what I had to learn how to do is there's places of solitude that I go that I won't name, that I can go with my family. I know these people don't know who I am. You know what I mean? You look like a basketball player. They don't know who I am.
Right.
And you have to just find those pockets so that I can take care of Scream. And I tell some of the homies sometimes, you might not hear from me for 3 days. I might just turn the phone on Do Not Disturb. I ain't with that phone for 3 days.
Yeah, facts.
I need some time for myself to breathe, think, rest, relax, whatever. A nigga probably worked 330
right.
days out the year.
Right.
I can't get 30 back. What am I doing?
Facts,
You know what I'm
facts,
saying?
facts.
So, I can't say it's hard, man. I'm happy where it started. You know what I'm saying?
Facts,
And this brother knows where it started. It was just a dream, and
facts.
I can't say I wouldn't have it no other way because I always wanted the flexibility to be free in that respect. And my first love outside of course, my family was hip hop music. That goes to way back then. To be a part of it, even when they were doing the 50-year hip hop celebrations, I don't take it for granted.
Wow.
I don't ever take it for granted. I've been able to travel the world. Like I said, I've been nominated for a BET award, BET Hip Hop Award, whatever the case is. I've been awarded a DJ of the year, mixtape
Facts.
DJ of the year
Facts.
from several different, award entities. You know what I'm saying? I've been overseas. I ain't had to pay for most of my vacations. You see what I'm saying? Like, I don't take none of that for granted.
That's dope.
Maybe when I leave here one day, I'll have a statue. Who knows?
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
You will.
It's I don't take it for granted, and
Right.
I tell people. Sometimes I'll be around artists, and I get it. Damn, I got all this stuff to do, man. I got to do drops. I got to do shows. I got for my album. I'm frustrated, and frustration can come with this. But you could be on the couch playing 2K for free.
Damn.
That's what you want. Watch what you say. Watch what you manifest out of your tongue, because you
Facts.
could just be on the couch in the hood, waiting for a play, playing 2K.
Facts.
So no, I don't. I don't go to that space of
Facts.
it. It could be a lot. There could be a lot harder version of me to live through. You know
Absolutely.
what I'm saying? Like it could be a
Absolutely.
lot harder. Like I wake up at 6, 7 a.m. every morning, but by choice. You know what I'm saying? If I want to roll over for 2-3 more hours,
You can.
I could.
Right.
I choose not to because I
Right.
live in purpose and I feel like I need every hour. Right?
Facts.
But if Scream need that extra hour or two, I'm gonna roll over. So yeah, that's the best way I can put it. I don't share regrets. Everything happened how it was supposed to. Everything is still happening how it's supposed to, and I just try to take that information or that experience and use it to create a better version of myself. That's what I be on.
Facts. You mentioned earlier you have a child, right? Or is it one child? Or
My
okay,
daughter, yeah,
okay.
first child, yeah.
How does that make you feel? Like when you can kind of like step out of DJ screen,
Yeah.
you know what I mean, and be yourself.
Yeah,
How does that make you feel? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like fatherhood. How has that changed?
She don't care nothing about no DJ Scream, nothing.
Right.
What you got going on, Daddy?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's pure love, man. To see someone that's in the image of you, that sometimes acts like you. It's pure love. But the crazy thing is, you still see like, if music comes on, it's infectious. She loves it. She starts dancing.
Right.
And then Daddy, she's already like, Daddy, you do this.
Right.
Moving her head, so
Right.
she understands a little bit. And then she'll watch the TV when Big Fats come on, like, Daddy,
Yeah. Right.
is that real?
like how are you two places
Right,
at one
exactly,
time?
exactly.
Right.
So, it's a blessing, man. I knew that it would change my life. I knew that it would change my perspective on a lot of things. But just the experience, and she's about to be 3 years old, so I'm still experiencing. I'm still very, very early on in the in the process. But for me, it's priceless, man, and it just shows that it's not just about you. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So even in that thing of taking care of a lot of other people, I had to let these people know, like, when I have a kid, all that is over with.
Facts.
A little extra cash apps, all that. All
Yeah.
that's over with.
Yeah. Because now you got to be
All
more.
this for her.
Facts.
So you got to ask her.
Yeah. Right.
So people be like, bro, I'll be like, talk to her. They're like, no, I'm straight, bro. It's cool, bro. We
Facts.
straight, bro.
Facts.
Yeah, so now it's a blessing, man. It's one of my biggest blessings in my life. And the other thing is that you just be really excited to see what your seed is gonna become.
Right. That's what I was gonna ask you. Like, is there pressure on like what you want her to become, or like
Do you happy?
There you go.
I want to be happy.
There you go.
As long as she's doing something that's righteous, progressive, forward, something that's purposeful. Just
Dope.
want her to be happy. That's the biggest thing. Like, there was family pressure as a whole. I went to Tuskegee. I graduated with a degree and everything like that. And there was some family pressure to say, you could be a doctor, a lawyer, an engineer. well, that ain't where my love. That's not where my heart is. I'm sure I could do it.
Facts.
I could accomplish it.
Facts.
But that ain't where my heart is, and I actually like the story. It gives me a thrill of man. When I met this rapper, they might have still been in the streets or whatever the case is. Man, look at the rapper now, man.
Yeah, doing his thing.
He's a rapper.
That's
a
dope.
Full-fledged legal rapper.
Right.
Making money, creating more jobs for people. That just makes me smile. And I tell people like that, yo, you ain't talked to so and so and so. Man, I'm just happy I was able to play a part.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? I'm glad. I'm happy for everybody's progression to see them from the day when they might have came in rough around the edges. I gave a lot of people their first mixtapes, a lot of people their first interviews and all that. And just to see the progression of people and for people to become not even just the multimillionaire thing, but for people to become successful entrepreneurs and visionaries, you know what I'm saying? And to sign other artists and give them opportunity. This is the purpose of it. And this is what I try to say for all the creators and the people in Atlanta. If you don't make it so much about yourself, then your journey and everything will actually rise quicker. That's a free gem. It's like, don't make it so much about yourself.
Facts.
Help.
But
what if I go help, bro, and he don't do right?
It ain't about that.
What can you do?
Facts.
I ain't got nothing to do with that. I got records that I don't, quote unquote, broke, and I ain't got to play. I don't have no resentment about it. I'll run into the person, bro, I still owe you that play. No, you don't, bro. You owe me to make sure that we didn't waste our time and that you become great. That's all you owe me. Keep going up, make us proud.
Facts.
That's it, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't make it so much about you. We play for Team Atlanta, man. This is a prestigious team and a prestigious organization.
Facts.
That when you sign up to be a DJ, a producer, a rapper, a publicist, a podcaster, whatever you sign up, we play for a very prestigious team that won a lot of fucking championships.
Facts.
So we won't be New England Patriots, Chicago Bulls, Lakers, Golden State Warriors around this bitch. Don't make it all about you. That's teamwork.
Facts. Man, again, bro, before we get up out of here, I want to say, like, we've been losing, like, a lot of legends. You know what I mean? Like, last week, of course, Rich Homie Quan. You paved the way for a lot of artists to do their things. When you kind of see, like, them go at their highest and then, you know, come down, you know what I mean? Like, how does that make you feel, like, as a DJ? Like, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Or, like,
what you mean as far as them, like, passing away?
Or like it could just be like from senseless things, like, you know, like you were saying earlier, like beef or anything like that. How does that make you feel, like, when you just really want to see them do well? You know what I'm saying?
Think about this, bro. Again, back to the story. Rapper in hood. Rapper is talented. Hood pushes you. Make a hit. You're famous overnight. You're on TV. You're everywhere. You're making more money that you could ever imagine. And there is no, you know, if you have a family structure, cool, but there really is no person. If you go into the NFL or the NBA, right, a lot of people would say, man, I got a chance to holler at Shaq or Magic. Shaq or Magic told me, whoa, but I thought about it different, how I'm going to maintain my money and don't mess up this situation. In music, you know what I'm saying, we'll probably salute a lot of people, but I'm sure right here in this city, if you're a rapper on the come up and you want to holler at somebody like Tip, you probably can. And Tip will probably give you some good game and, you know, saying some words and some gems. But that is not so... all these situations is like you're not given the tools. There's no artist development no more.
Facts.
You know, the whole OG thing is sticky. We hear everybody talking kind of against the OGs because some of them are going outside. We get it. I just say, you know, when I look at it, it's also part of my therapy, to be honest. It's kind of traumatic because when I was working on the album, when I was signed to Ross and Atlantic and all that, you know, everybody that I work with is no longer here. Most of the people on that album, literally the track list, I pull it up from time to time just for like motivation.
That shit hurt. Like,
but it's like Doe B's gone.
Facts.
Chinks is gone. Low is gone. Dolph is gone. Bankroll gone. You know what I'm saying? And I can keep going on and on, not to make it like somber.
Facts.
You know, Takeoff is gone. So many. So my thing is that what it snapped me into the mindset of is mortality is just inevitable. We hate to see it early on in the journey in 20s and 30s because I think we're made to live to 70s, 80s, and 90s if we can, right?
Facts.
But it's inevitable, and have value for the day, and even for these people that you speak of, that whatever their journey and they've transitioned.
Absolutely.
You know, they all leave memories for us.
Right.
It's all an Atlanta legacy that no one can erase.
Can't.
And that's the best way to look at
Yeah,
it.
facts.
You can't really,
facts.
you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't really. I used to question a lot. Like I said, I lost my
Yeah.
parents at 19. There were questions for 2 decades.
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
right.
Like, but you can't really question. You know
Right,
what I'm saying?
right.
Why did some parents drop their kids off to a high school and then somebody shot up and killed 4 of them? Why?
Oh my God.
You know what I'm saying?
My
Like,
God.
why? Or other high schools going through that, or the person that had a tragic car accident. You know what I'm saying? Or the plane that didn't make it, or
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Like, hey man, all I can say is live life, enjoy life, be grateful for life. You know what I'm
Facts.
saying? And to the soldiers that have transitioned along the way, you know what I'm saying? They still looking down on us. Hopefully we can make them proud, and you know the love is there. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
That's the best I can say on
Facts,
that one.
facts. I kind of said that question incorrectly a little bit. So yeah, so that's kind of where I was going with it. Like, what are some words basically that you can kind of like, you know, throw out there for people that may be watching this about some of the fallen soldiers that we had?
And then every time like when I do my radio show, when someone passes away, I definitely say make sure we keep the family in prayer and the kids.
Absolutely.
But we need to pray for the fans too. Like, fans are connected to their favorite artists.
Exactly.
I've never seen like something like me personally, like maybe like Tupac and Biggie, but like the Triple X Tentacion thing hurt people. People were calling the radio show crying like, I can't believe he's gone. Why would this happen? Why? I hate rap. People were hurt. That was their favorite artist. Not to mention, and I'm gonna be completely honest, 'cause I'm an open book. I didn't know how talented he was till he passed. I heard a song or two, but when he passed and I listened, I'm like, oh my, he was the one.
Yeah, he was amazing, bro.
So pray for the fans too, man. Prayer works. If we wanna put ourselves in a better space culturally, locally, or as the whole hip hop culture, or just whatever, just black people, we need to pray more. I'm sure you pray for yourself and your family
Facts.
and your brothers and all that.
Facts.
We need to pray for our race. We need to pray for the country. We need to pray more because it works.
Facts.
So the same way that we're trying to visualize whatever we're trying to visualize and it's manifesting, we can also visualize that too. Somebody visualized this Atlanta.
Facts.
Maybe in the 80s or something, someone sat around and like, one day Atlanta gonna be big and everybody gonna be getting money and everybody gonna blow up and get records. Somebody else had to visualize that.
Facts.
Maybe it was Mojo. I don't know.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But somebody visualized that and brought that to pass. So let's not make it so much about ourselves and be so selfish that I envision an Atlanta that comes back to that, so that the young people can have the opportunity to be artists and influencers and creators and business owners and stuff like that. That's part of my manifestation and my vision. It's not just about what I want to be,
Right.
but what I want Atlanta to be as well. So that's just moving yourself out of selfishness. You know
Facts.
what I'm saying?
Facts. Damn, moving yourself out of selfishness. That's a gem. That's another one. Bro, thank you for coming to Vibe
much
with
love,
me, bro.
man.
This was a great conversation, bro.
Anytime I'm down to do it again, and just make sure, don't stop, man. Don't
Man.
stop. I'm on you. Don't quit.
Bro, I'm never going to quit, bro. Because the way that this came to me, bro, like, I got into a bad car accident last year. And it almost claimed my life. So I was out of work, like, for, like, 2 months. And I had a show with Cap G that we were throwing. And I was like, bro, how am I going to promote this shit? I couldn't drive or nothing. I kind of, like, had a fear of driving. So my homegirl and I, we were like, bro, we had a bunch of artists on our show. We were like, let's just interview the artists on the show to promote the art, to promote the show. And it was a packed out show. So then I started just doing this shit, and I'm like, bro, I found a liking in this. Although I still rap, I found a liking in this. And it just started creating legs on its own, bro. And it's like, I got people like you on my show, Ray Daniels. Bro, and it's just like, damn, bro, like, as an artist, you know, I will always want to, you know, kind of see y'all and work with y'all, but like, to have y'all on my platform, something that it was just a thought. This is crazy, bro.
It's a thought, though. You envisioned it. I'm telling you, I cannot. All I can say to y'all out there, and I haven't figured it out 100%, but the power of the mind and the power of what you speak, telling you. Learn how to exercise that, craft that. If you learn something that I don't know, let me know.
Facts, facts.
But it's been going on for hundreds and thousands of years. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Facts.
So yeah, salute to you, man.
Thank
Just
you,
keep
bro.
going, have them conversations. We all gotta have those progressive conversations. And if you need me, I'm here.
Thank you, bro. Thank you. Real shit. Hey, man. It's been another episode, Vibin' with Veto. Make sure you like, subscribe, and help me get those subscribers up. We almost at 4,000. You already know the slogan. We vibrating higher, and we gone.